back in the AAU Beach studio.
A real nice place.
I'm so happy to be joined by Geeter Chris McGee.
What's up,
Welcome
Denny?
to the studio,
Thanks,
buddy.
man. Thanks for having me. It's a great little spot, and love AAU tournaments, man. It's my favorite.
So, tell me a little bit first about your background in the sport, because eventually I got an important question to ask you.
Okay.
But let's warm up.
So I grew up. I'm a Valley guy. 818. Went to Crespi High School, and I was actually kind of a baseball, basketball, football player growing up, and then hoops really took over. But when I was in 10th grade, indoor volleyball started to hit all over. Remember, Pally had it, Loyola, obviously, Santa Monica. But Crespi got a team, and I fell in love with it. So I ended up actually playing at Cal State Northridge.
Okay.
And we went to the finals in '93. Played with Matt Unger, Coley Kyman, that crew.
Unger, yeah.
So that was a lot of fun, and I really fell in love with the game, and I actually started teaching and coaching after that. And that's how I kind of found into announcing, and now my role now.
Yeah,
but that's my role. I coached for about 20 years. 19
What
years.
led you to the AVP announcing?
You know what? That was just luck. It was like 1997. Kind of, they had their awesome run, and they were falling a little bit. New ownership, and they were looking for maybe another announcer to help. Sam Lagana, Jim Marico. Jim Marico's a big mentor. Sam Lagana. They were the announcers, and they need a little help. Both wives were pregnant. Jim took me under his wing, especially, and like I went and traveled with him a little bit, did some tournaments. I had known Sam forever. He was a Northridge announcer, worked at Northridge. I honestly, like, I didn't have a lot of background, didn't have a lot of schooling, but my friends who played on the tour were like, boy, Geeter can do it. I was doing small level stuff at the time, and then it worked. I became a full-time guy and did it for 15 seasons.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, 15 seasons.
Yeah.
Now, along the way, is that when you started to find other work, and what?
Yeah, for
led
sure.
You to the Lakers?
I mean, while I was announcing AVP, which started in '98, I did that all the way to 2010. I was a teacher at the time and a coach. I was coaching club indoor.
I know the drill.
Teaching at Wildwood Elementary School as a PE teacher, and became an athletic director. And it wasn't until 2006 where I really took the leap of faith and went full time and went into TV and eventually got the Laker job. But you know what? It really all started with volleyball. I was doing beach volleyball. I was doing AVP. They gave me a chance to do some on-camera stuff.
Okay.
And I started late in the game, Denny. I was 27.
Yep.
Decided to take a couple classes at Santa Monica City College.
Oh, nice.
I was doing high school hoops in a tape recorder.
UCLA
volleyball up top. Yeah.
I know all of this,
just met a lot of great people along the way, and just every break I got, I took advantage of it.
So I got to ask you about the world's got to be changing a little bit.
Yeah, it is.
With LeBron coming our way.
Coming to LA, which is very cool.
Have you already started to feel an effect?
For sure. I mean, we've been doing a lot of shows around free agency and Lakers Summer League, but mostly because, LeBron chose a Laker team that won 35 games.
Right.
The biggest fish in the sea, right? The biggest free agent there was. Picked the Lakers, Magic Johnson, Luke Walton, Rob Pelinka. So for us, it was huge as a network, because now, that just brings everything up a level.
Sure does.
So, yeah, it's huge. It's huge.
Well, it's just like you're going to do for our network.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, right
Let's
now.
go.
That's right.
I'm always here for
Now
you.
I got an important question for you.
Yes.
Your daughter's playing a
Millie.
little bit of AAU beach volleyball.
Yeah, she loves
Millie's out there.
Yeah.
What's it like being a parent?
Oh,
and let's give some tips.
Man, how
along the
many
way.
text messages and calls you gotten from me just because I made sure I got in this tournament. I thought I'd missed the check-in on the line. So, yeah, it's been it's really amazing to my wife Jess and I. It's been amazing to watch both daughters go into sports, and Millie, who's older, getting into volleyball. She's 10. Find a love for it. I never wanted to push it. I never wanted to be that guy that forced it. But every single time they say, "Do you want a pepper? Do you want a bump?" The answer is yes.
That's right.
By the way, just an example. 2 years ago, I'll never forget. Millie's 8 at the time. She wanted a bump during the Cavs Warriors NBA Finals. I swear, and I'm like, yes,
absolutely.
So I went outside, but that's
and
I learned that from a guy named Judd Bursler, who you probably know. Bursler's daughters played volleyball, and Riley played at UCLA. Really, he always told me, when they ask you, say yes. So that was kind of my philosophy, my wife's philosophy, and it worked out. She's 10 and loving it. Now I don't have to ask. She's asking me all the time.
And you're enjoying.
Yeah, it's fun, man. Nerve-wracking.
So
Denny?
the AAU Beach.
Yeah.
We got the program started in '94.
Yeah, it's really amazing.
And
really is.
You saw some of it when we would play on the AVP court.
Yeah, for sure.
And do those kind of things. What have you seen as far as that evolution of junior beach volleyball?
I think what I love, I'll start with AAU. What I love about it is the fact that you kind of keep it a family atmosphere, even though there are hundreds and hundreds of teams out here. But you make the people from Kansas City, the people from Texas, the people in Florida feel welcome. They're happy to come here. They have a good time. You guys are so fair. But with the littles, what I notice, you, your wife, Christine, your daughter ran a tournament, whoever it is, Gino, you guys are so good at really teaching these kids how to play the right way. There's a sportsmanship aspect to it. There's a fair way to play. And for me, that's really important because that's part of them loving the game. Because listen, when they get to college, they get to high school, high level, you know it's going to change, right? It becomes a beast.
Yep.
Why not keep it how it should be? Pure, fun, competitive.
Right.
With sportsmanship on
with
the line.
Sportsmanship
That's
as
what
the
I
baseline.
love. That's what I love about AAU. It's really hard to find that. It's really hard to find it. I think Little League, I think AYSO, I think everyone can take a page out of what AAU does with beach volleyball. It's really, really impressive, man.
So we're here at the National Championships.
Yeah.
Got over 400 teams,
Yeah, it's
all
crazy.
divisions from 36 states, British Columbia and Puerto Rico.
It's so amazing.
And the 10 girls.
Yeah.
I think there's a team that still hasn't lost a game and got to buy into the playoffs.
Yeah, they're in the
as we
playoffs. They're in the playoffs. My little daughter Millie, her partner Audrey Flanagan, who's a stud, man.
Nice.
Stud 10-year-olds. And you know what? It's fun. They've been
Nice.
playing together this summer, and they just have this great little chemistry, and they've formed a great friendship, which I love.
Which is
We
important.
become friends with their parents, Tim and Robin, so it's a lot of fun. We're
And-
kind of going through it together. And by
And
the
I
way,
always encourage them to make friends with new people each time
yeah.
they play.
And by the way, I walked in here, I looked at you, I'm like, there's a team from Texas, real
There's a team
good.
from
There's a team from Del Mar, my boy Matt Olson who runs Wave,
Yeah.
real good. So it's a lot of fun to be at this kind of a tournament where, hey, listen, if you're playing for a national championship at 10, you got to play good teams,
Gotta play good
and
teams.
you got to play the whole country, and that's what I love about it. So our girls are
That
going to
is
find out
something
today
else.
what
That
it's
is something
about.
else. Well, good luck to your daughter.
Thanks. Can I
for
tell you a little
checking
story
in,
about the
man.
AAU, which is
Please,
really cool?
Please.
Last year she played in this tournament at 9. It was her first tournament she ever played in.
Oh, wow.
She lost to the eventual champion,
Yep.
21-0. But I remember saying something to you, and I remember you were so cool to them. You made them feel so good, and now a year later, she's in the playoffs and a top 2 seed.
Oh,
So for
okay.
me, it's it's kind of cool that you can come this far.
If we get her into the championship game, we'll keep a camera on you.
All right,
and you
let's
can
try.
teach the rest of the country how to behave as a parent.
I appreciate that. I try, guys. It's so hard. I get so nervous. Thanks, Denny.
Thanks, Peter.
Appreciate it, brother.
Later, buddy.
All right.